Welcome back, my fellow gamers, to the Party Arcade, and today it's all about Atari. We can play nothing but old school Atari games. Let's do this. Man, Atari was a huge part of my life growing up, and I thought it'd be kind of cool is to share some games I like to play on, from Atari. I got several little collections, and this happens to be the Atari 50th, the anniversary celebration. I'm starting with this one because it's the most impressive collection of games from Atari that you could get right now. It's by Digital Eclipse, and it's like an interactive museum. Let me hop in here. It came out like November in 2022, and I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. I'm gonna hear about the games, but if you want to check it out, it's a really good documentary slash museum experience. And then of course you got all these cool games that we're gonna check out. What I'm gonna do here is just kind of slowly go through the games for those who've never seen this before. And if you pick up the collection, this is what you can get. And what's cool about this is that not after when they released it, you had so many games on there, but it was like they had a software update and they gave you 12 more games. The majority of them was Atari 2600 games and one Atari Lynx, but you know what? I'll take that. It's free, right? And so, as you can see, you had some reimagined games, and this is the arcade stuff you get to play. So it's kind of cool that, they give you arcade games to play here. And, I was really not impressed by how they reproduced the gameplay. It's so much like the arcade experience, but for, your console. This is the PS4 that I'm using. I just love my PlayStation, and I just happen to continue going that route. For those who don't know, consoles, I haven't talked much about that on the channel. Here's your 2600 games, but the ColecoVision was my very first console. I wanted an Atari 2600, but by the time I had to save up the money, ColecoVision was out, and they had an adapter to play Atari 2600 games, so why not? Oh, so check this out. There is some games you have to play the reimagined games to unlock all the Atari games. I unlocked all the games except for this one. Basically, the last one here, I didn't complete the mission because it's just basic math, and I like the way this confidential Atari thing looks, so I kept it. But yeah, they give you, this collection is really badass. Now, the downfall, like here, Breakout, one of my favorite games. The paddle games, man. On my PS4 controller, if you have a PS4, middle part of your controller is that little sensor thing. And, that's where you kind of dial in a little bit for the paddles, but it's just not the same. Like, this is a paddle game. And I played that on my original Atari, Atari 2600 Plus. I picked that up to play all my old school games. But, yeah, playing paddle games with paddles is where I'm at. So I wasn't really happy on how it responded, and you could use a joystick, but it wasn't the same experience as using a paddle. So yeah, man, for me, because I'm old school, certain games will not work properly in my mind. Now, for those who've never experienced the Atari, especially the 2600 games, using a paddle, never had used a paddle before, I'm pretty sure you get used to it and how you play it on the console. So with all that kept in mind, it's a really good collection. You got a lot of sports games. I'm not much into sports personally, but I will dive in and play a little bit of something cool. It's got, like I said, an awful lot of cool Atari 2600 games. Super Breakout was my ultimate favorite. Unfortunately, like I said, playing it on this collection was very challenging for me. You can't really respond too quickly, to catching that ball, because it starts really hauling ass on you, you know? Here's your 5200 games. And for the money, it is a great, you know, collection of games. So I think it's came out at $30 when it first got released, and I'm sure you can find it for like 20 bucks or something like that. Here's your 7800 games. And there's some games here I've never played before, like Ninja Golf, so one day I'll hop in there. What I want to do today is play a 2600 game. Here's your Linux games. I never owned a Linux, but I played one when I used to work at the mall, and I was working at Dillard's in the electronics department. This was the one they gave you for the update. So this is the extra Linux game you get after the update. So if you buy the game, here's the Atari 800, which is kind of cool because I never played any of those games. But you know, get this whole collection here for the price you're paying. I mean, and especially for me, there's games like I said I've never played before, and I'm looking forward to it. I never had a Jaguar, and you know what? To get Jaguar games is badass, man. So I'm all down for that. So there, like I said, there's a lot here what I want to highlight in future videos. I just want to start off here with going old school. So let me go ahead and bounce back here. That's all the games here. I'm going to go to 2600. And this game was pretty cool for me. I enjoyed it. Let's hop in here. So you sure like you are a like you're a diver, but you got kill fish. And I thought that was fucking hilarious. Oh, I really thought it was hilarious, man. And then see, you could go down lower. So that's what got me, was I was up top for the longest time when I first started playing it, and I never knew you could go down this slow. And then you start back on the top. I mean, if you like shooters, I'm huge into shooters. You will like this. Oh. Yeah, shoot this guy right here. I had to go back up to the top, but now see, I have to go back down. So you can spend time. Oh no. You can spend time. Oh, what the hell? Okay. I just want to go down. Alright. I must shoot fish. I was trying to cheat for you guys, because sometimes I could do it. Alright. Ah! I need to shoot him. Hey, Jeff, have you played this before? Yeah. Really good? Used to be. And that's why I like revisiting these old school games. Is that, you know, okay, can I make it? I gotta go up to the turtle, I think. Oh. And you know, oh, do I have, there you go. And then you just kind of continue. And that's what intrigued me the most about this game, especially because it was a 2600 game. I thought it was really, oh no, I thought it was really unique. Oh, I couldn't go back down. I thought it was really unique for what kind of gameplay you get out of it. So it's kind of shooter slash, you know, I don't know what to call it. I just call it a shooter, man. Well, guys, thanks for the hang time. I'll be doing more videos highlighting Atari. It's a killer, you know, company that wasn't for Atari, we wouldn't have video games the way they are today. So until next time, my fellow gamers, game on. I'm going to go ahead and give this another shot. Laters.